Listen, dropshipping is not what it used to be, and you're probably not gonna get rich overnight. It's an actual business that requires strategy, and you can't just be doing it like everyone else. Now, before you get scared though, let me tell you that with a different approach to it and following the strategies that I'm about to teach you in today's video, you'll be able to make it work relatively easily. Let me show you how I'm making $3,500 a day, which equals $25,000 a week dropshipping one product without using AliExpress. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Henrik, and on this channel, I'm posting weekly dropshipping videos trying to spread as much value as possible for completely free. Now, before we get into today's video, I just wanted to say that I'll be doing a live stream on my YouTube channel at 2 p.m. Eastern time this Saturday for a huge announcement. And no, it's not a paid course or anything. And since you've all brought me to 7,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away $100 to someone that leaves a comment on this video, presses the like button, subscribes to the channel, and heads over to my live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, because that's where I'll be announcing the winner. You don't want to miss this live stream. And I also wanted to say that if you have any questions about dropshipping or you're looking to get into my mentorship program, you can message me on Instagram here. But without further ado, let's get into the video and I'll show you how I'm making $25,000 a week dropshipping one product without AliExpress. All right, so to begin with, I actually went to AliExpress to find a product, and you're probably thinking, what? AliExpress? The title says that you're doing this without AliExpress. And yes, that is completely true, but hear me out. I'll explain it in a second. So the first thing I would do is I would come onto AliExpress, as you see on my screen right now, and I would start searching the more to love section. This is not a product research strategy, so I'm not going to go in depth on how to find winning products, but I quickly just wanted to say that I found most of my products on the more to love section, and the current product we're talking about that's doing 25k a week is actually a product that I found using the more to love strategy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down the more to love section and look for something that stands out, a product that's unique, something you can't just get anywhere else. I mean, we don't want to sell something you can find in Walmart. Ideally, we don't want to sell something you can find on Amazon either. We want to have a deal that the customer has to buy from your website or he's just not going to get it. Kind of like this automatic card shuffler here. An automatic card shuffler is not something you're going to see most places, so you'd either buy it from my store or you're not going to get it. So what I'm looking for is a unique product, something that stands out or something that solves a problem. And I'm also looking for a product that could be sold for potentially like 2 to 3 to maybe even 4 times more than the Ali price. So once I've been scrolling more to love for some time, I'm going to pick out the product. So you pull up the product, say that this is the product you're going to sell. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to Facebook to see if the product is trending or not. And I actually did a whole video explaining how I find products, how I catch trends recently. So I'm going to go ahead and link that in the description, but don't click off because I'm about to teach you the secrets. So once I found the product that I'm referring to in today's video, I went ahead and added it onto my store. I didn't just go ahead and build a one product store for this specific product without any idea if the product was going to work or not. I've been dropshipping for over 4 years now, and I've realized a long time ago that general stores are definitely the best way to go when testing a product. So what I did is I went ahead, picked out the product on AliExpress that fits the criteria, and then I added the product onto my general store and built out a landing page for it. And this landing page is super important. This is where the sale is made. This is where you're going to convert your customer. So it's got to be on top. You have to keep in mind that most of your customers are not really going to leave the product page. So a general store is to some extent a one product store, because you're going to direct the customer to the product page and they're not really going to leave. They're probably not going to look at other collections. They're going to decide from the product page if they want it or if they're just going to leave it. Now, let me explain to you how I made sales with the product and scaled it without using AliExpress a single time. AliExpress is just a way to add the product to your store and to start making sales. AliExpress and Oberlo are working perfectly together, so adding a product to Oberlo and onto your store from AliExpress is definitely the way to go. Before I teach you the secret trick to how I'm doing this, I quickly want to go over my ad strategy and teach you how I structure my ads and how I start making the first sales. But don't click off though, because I'm about to reveal it in a minute or two. So when the product page is built out, I've added reviews, I've priced my products, I've gotten all the content and my video ads ready. It's time to head over to an advertising platform and start running the ads. So the main advertising platform that I've used for this store is actually TikTok. TikTok is one of the best places to start or launch dropshipping stores nowadays, because TikTok is just going to make it so much easier to hit a winning product, but it's probably not going to scale as high. So on Facebook, you could be making 20,000 a day, if not even more. But on TikTok, you're probably just going to look at 5 to 10k a day, which is still great. And this is not me saying that you can't make more than that on TikTok. I'm just saying that in my experience, Facebook Facebook is better to scale. But on TikTok, I will go ahead and create a campaign, always optimize for purchase, only run to the TikTok feed, and I'm gonna go ahead and create 5 ad sets with no targeting. So I'm not gonna chase an audience or try to figure out who my ideal customer is. And the reason for not doing that is because TikTok has pretty bad targeting. You can only target like 80 to 100 interests or something on there, so you can't really be specific, and you're just gonna go by the masses and target what everyone else is doing. And I've been running TikTok ads for over a year now, and I've also been running them with my students, so I know for a fact that TikTok is the best way to launch a store. And I also know after some experience that running ad sets with no interest is definitely the way to go. But if you're gonna do that though, you have to have a product that's general and applies to almost everyone, because if you're not targeting, it's gonna go out to almost anyone. So it has to be a broad product. It has to apply to most people, and great products for that could be sandals, jewelry, cool playful products, and just time-wasting products, funny products, stuff that just applies to everyone, like an impulse purchase. So I'm gonna create 5 ad groups, and they're going to run for $20 a day each. So when I'm testing a product on TikTok, I'm gonna spend around $100 every single day, and if it's not working after 24 to 30 hours, I'll cut the product. And what I mean by that is if it's not making like 2 to 3 to 5 sales the first day, I just cut it and move on, because on TikTok it's relatively easy to make some sales. So once I started running ads for this store and the first sales came in, I actually went ahead and refunded the customer. There's no point shipping out a product if you have zero idea if it's going to work or not. So for the first few days with consistent sales, I actually refunded my customers. Yes, this does require some capital, but it's still not expensive, and you're going to be able to pull it off consistently if you follow the strategy that I'm about to teach you. I hope you consider clicking a like on this video and that you subscribe to my channel if this video is helping you out. So once the product starts to sell like 5 to 10 times a day, I'm going to go ahead and reach out to suppliers to see if I can get faster shipping and cheaper deals. Once the shipping time is fixed and shortened down and I've figured out a deal with a legit supplier, I'm going to stop refunding the customers, and I'm going to start actually sending out the product to them and cashing in and making profit. You should never ship from Ali, and in the long run, while it might cost you some money now, it's honestly smarter to just avoid a headache and refund your customers until you figure out the back end of your business and you have your shipping on point. You have a reliable supplier that you know can deliver products faster for you, so there's no customer complaints. And once all of that is set up, you're ready to go. If you don't have the back end of your business set up and you don't have fast shipping times, you're going to start getting chargebacks. And if you get chargebacks, you're out of business instantly. The biggest problem that any dropshipper can encounter is chargebacks. And just with a 1 to 2 dispute or chargeback rate on a payment provider, they could actually take you down. So say for instance that you're selling 100 products, 2 people start a chargeback to get their money back, you could actually be out of business. It only takes 1 to 2% dispute rate for the payment provider to think that it's risky to work with you. So if you're gonna go out and rush it and ship out all the orders without the back end of your business and shipping time set up properly, you're gonna be out of business before you can even start a business. Risking your payment provider is never worth it. But I see a lot of dropshippers that's eager to make money, and they go out there to start selling products and they get too greedy and start shipping out products using AliExpress with 40 to 50 days shipping time just to get their money. So never be greedy. Make sure you figure out the back end of your business and refund your customers until you're at that point, because if you have the long-term vision, it's all gonna pay off. This is the strategy that I recommend you to go with. The moral of this video is that you have to set up the back end of your business and figure out shipping before you start scaling, and that you should refund your customers before you determine whether or not it's a winning product. But how do you find suppliers though? The best way to find suppliers for your dropshipping store is by going to Facebook groups. And one of the best Facebook groups in my opinion is AliExpress dropshipping group. So what I'm gonna do when I'm looking for a supplier for a winning product that's starting to take off is I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Facebook, search up AliExpress dropshipping group, and join the group and make a post saying I'm doing 10 sales a day, or I'm doing 5 to 10 sales a day, or how much money you're making a day, and say that you're looking for faster shipping and a supplier. And if you leave it there for 24 hours, you're going to wake up the next day with 50 messages, if not even more. There's a bunch of suppliers in these Facebook groups that's looking for deals with other dropshippers. So it's not going to be a problem for you to figure out a good deal, but you have to make sure that the supplier you're talking to is legit though. So you got to make sure that they can improve their shipping time and that they could actually get the product fast. So now that all of this is set up, you're making money, you're scaling your ads, and you're spending hundreds of dollars every single day to produce thousands of dollars every single day. You're finally making money. Everything's going to be cool. Then a couple of weeks in or a couple of months in, you're going to start experiencing ad fatigue. And ad fatigue means that the ads you're running are starting to die out. They're starting to perform worse every single day. And this is where the importance of changing content and changing creatives comes in. Changing creatives and changing content for your product is super important. If you don't do that, the product is gonna die out. So there is two main ways to keep a product alive and keep a consistent income every month. So that is first of all to introduce new content, new video ads, and new creatives. But the second way to do it is by finding a new audience, find a new interest, figure out who your next customer could be, and also start advertising on other platforms. If it's starting to perform worse on TikTok and it's clearly dying out, maybe you could get a new creative and start running it on Facebook. I never recommend a dropshipper to rely on only one platform. Dropshipping is not what it used to be. It requires some work up front, and it's not going to get you rich overnight, even though it could. It's a great business. Don't get me wrong. I totally recommend you to do dropshipping, but you have to approach it a little bit different compared to what I used to do 3 years ago. Now that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you found the video valuable and that you smash a like on it and subscribe to my channel. And I'm happy to announce that my next video is going to be a 72-hour dropshipping challenge. So if you want to see me doing a challenge, make sure to subscribe. And as I said, I'm giving away $100 to someone that leaves a comment and subscribes. So make sure that you tune in to my YouTube live stream this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's 2 p.m. New York time, because I will be announcing the winner there, and the live stream is going to be super valuable. I'm Henrik, and on this channel, I'm posting dropshipping videos every single week. So I'll be seeing you next Thursday.